Cheers, Bobby. Where are we at?
We're at Talk420.
Man, I don't think anybody says it any better than you.
Yeah.
I mean, talking 420, talking pot, got our coffee, we're getting stamped, got a couple of J's rolled up here.
Yeah.
Speaking of 2 J's, that Snoop Dogg movie?
Yeah.
How'd you like that?
It was pretty corny. Reminded me of like a Fridays movie, you know?
Yeah, I would say it was even... I mean, no offense to Snoop Dogg. Like, here's the thing. I'm not
corny.
I'm not claiming I could be any better. That's the thing. Is like I'm not an actor, so
no,
we can't really talk shit, right?
But you can tell he was acting.
Yeah, I feel like he was just overacting a little bit. And shout out to Uncle Snoop. I mean, I love Snoop Dogg.
Yeah,
always have. And
shoot, motherfucker.
Yeah, it was just motherfucker. I mean, hey, it's a culture thing. I get it. Like, I followed he started that Pop Warner thing in 2005, I believe.
Yeah.
And that's something really cool he's doing for the kids,
Yeah, definitely. I mean, why not?
I would have loved to been able to play for a celebrity of that caliber as my coach.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
You know what I mean?
Oh, man, yeah.
Like, that would be super dope. But hey, Bob, I want you to, so we're starting to get couple viewer little memos here, and I wanted to just play this for you. I hope it plays through all right. And we'll try and start it from the beginning here. This is from one of our fans. Pino P is his name on Instagram.
Elon, like I realized watching the newest episode, he never said a thing or told a story I did not agree or did not like, and that's for over 15 years, since the beginning. Since the dungeon.
The dungeon.
And yeah. Shout out to Babylon.
Shout out.
Keep rocking it with him and keep doing your thing.
I love you, dude.
Yeah. Let's see what 2024 has to bring for us.
Definitely.
Only good things, blessings.
Only good things.
Only good things. I hope you're not mixed up in that Giza strip thing over there, or whatever it is.
Gaza.
I hope you're not mixed up in that, because that's terrible what's happening over there, and I just hope you're safe.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure where he's from. I'll ask him. I'll shoot him a DM back, but I thought that was just pretty cool, and I wanted to touch on that.
He has a pretty heavy accent. I got a pretty good idea. He's probably from over there somewhere.
That's being pretty general. I mean, Europe is huge.
Yeah, but what's happening over there is also huge.
I'll get a little more info, and I'll get back to you on that, Bobby.
Yeah, definitely.
But I think it's time.
Yeah.
You ready to fire up?
I am.
And we're ready to pull this beat up here, and we're going to get down.
We're going to beat it up.
That's right. Here we go. Yeah. Better light up or you're not going to be able to. Light up out there with us, guys. Hey. I'm barely hanging on. But I'm hanging on for dear life. I'm barely hanging on. But I'm hanging on for dear life. And trust me, I know that I haven't been the best. Actually, I've been a mess. Losing sleep over stress. Choosing beats over rest. But I'm moving up the street. Keep it grooving, no less. Maybe I should've got a 9-to-5 job like a regular guy, but it's never late to try. But I love getting high, making music about my life. I get so high in the clouds 'cause I'm so damn high. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm flowing with my Uncle Bobby Long, and he's on my song. Hey, it's time to light this fucking joint so I can get high with y'all. Whoa.
Let's get high.
I'm barely hanging on. But I'm hanging on for dear life. I'm barely hanging on. But I'm hanging on for dear life. Yeah. Tell them Bobby now. I'ma light my joint and found. Oh yeah, and I found that it's love and the way that we treat each other that really makes the most sense to me. I treat your neighbor right. Let's give this joint a light.
I wanna bring it now. Let look at you in the bright clouds over me.
Talk 420, Talk 420, Talk 420, yeah, Talk 420.
You saved my life. You took me back. You gave me fight.
Cheers out
You
there.
looking like
Ooh, yeah.
I wanna be in your light.
We gotta hang on.
Yeah.
We gotta hang on.
We gotta
'Cause
hang
if
on.
you don't, then you will end up at the bottom, baby. And I know that I gotta hang on. Gotta hang on.
Gotta
for my
hang on.
family, Babylon. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We gotta hang on. Yeah. Yeah.
Gotta hang on.
Let's
baby.
hang on.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm barely hanging on. I'm barely hanging on. But I'm hanging on for dear life. I'm barely hanging on. I'm barely hanging on. But I'm hanging on for dear life. It's talking 420. I'm feeling kinda funny. But I hope everybody fuck with us. I'm running from the cold. I'm running from the crowd. They'll be judging and hating on me. It's freestyle time. It's body
have to
long.
wait?
Yeah, here we go.
Let's spark
baby.
that joint
Yeah.
up.
Sparky,
Hey.
yeah. All right, yeah, that was somewhat written, but towards the end there, it kind of went into a freestyle. I have so many songs written, like it's crazy. I'll just throw on a beat from a couple of years ago, and then the lyrics will just kind of come back. But I can't remember like all of them, you know.
Yeah. Oh well.
I know you have a song that I've been looking for too that I want you to perform. I know which one. You know what I'm talking about, Bob.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The one where I laid the guitar and it's kind of bluesy.
Yeah.
We need to do that one.
Yeah. That's a good one.
I need to put that in my notes. I need to find that song. It was super cool. We actually
Did it live.
we did it live. We performed it down at the Midtown party in Santa Cruz,
Yeah.
and my mom was there.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
She's the one that filmed it.
That's something I'll be proud of.
Yeah, definitely.
I definitely want to try and start doing more live shows
Yeah.
because we got what it takes.
Yeah. We just don't have a bunch of stuff behind it, like instruments and all that stuff. We just have us.
Yeah.
It's just us.
I mean, man, we should start a band.
There's many people that probably can do what we do, but for some reason we feel comfortable doing it.
Yeah. I mean, I love music and I love performing. I used to get nervous, but now I don't. I think that just kind of goes away with experience, just like anything,
People think I'm a dork anyway, so it doesn't matter what I do.
Yeah, when you come to that realization in
It
life,
doesn't matter. You can just sit here like,
yeah,
and they're going to look at you, he's a dork.
Yeah.
Or you can be singing and doing weird shit like I do and still be considered a dork.
You remember when we went on the radio in Santa Cruz?
Oh, yeah, twice.
Yeah, and that host, she was a doll.
She was English. She had an English accent.
Oh, Babylon, you just quite all the hummingbird, aren't you?
Yeah. She called me a hummingbird.
But that's kind of what you are.
Yeah, I'm back up.
I wouldn't take offense to that.
No, I didn't.
I think that's a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
You could be my fucking hummingbird, dog.
Yeah.
They're good luck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel comfortable being that. I can't lead. I can't sing. I can't remember words and shit.
No, I beg to differ because I was just talking about that song that you're going to perform. Obviously, we're going to...
I actually wrote that.
Yeah. Well, you freestyled it and then you put it down on paper after you listened to it a few times. I remember the whole process. Yeah. That's cool. Everyone has a different...
I have all the notes that your mom wrote that I gave her to write down so I can remember what I said.
And you nailed it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was like, man, I was super proud of you, Bob, because I wasn't sure. Like, it's tough. It really is. Unless you, like, for some reason, I can remember something if it's to a tempo. If it's like to a beat or something and I wrote it, it's so much easier. But I couldn't just memorize like a book.
Yeah.
But I probably have a book's worth of songs memorized up in my head. Because
Definitely.
as soon as that tempo comes on, it's like I attach those words to that.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like a catalyst.
Like a commercial. When you hear a certain commercial, you know exactly what it is without even seeing it, just from the jingle.
Yeah, like the dog. I swear, our dog, Lonnie, she watches TV.
Constantly.
It's insane. She watches it
Faithfully.
just like us.
Yeah. She sit there and stare at it like... As soon as a dog or something comes, any animal, she fucking, whoa, gets all riled up. But she also knows that it's fake.
Yeah.
because she'll see real dogs and real cats, and excuse me, and she won't do that. She won't do it. In fact, she'll kind of be standoffish to him.
Yeah.
But if she sees him on TV, she goes after him like, yeah, I'm badass.
I know.
Yeah.
She gets all scared in person.
Yeah.
Unless they come up to me. She's super defensive. If like another dog comes up to me and tries to get my attention, she'll get him.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah. She'll get defensive. You know, she has a little brother. He happens to be a cat. And he's a tomcat. He's pretty big, and they get along excellent.
They do.
And for some reason, that gives her the understanding of different animals and how you should act with them, you know?
Yeah. So back in November, we added a member to the family. Benny. And he is, a British feline?
He's a British feline. He's a full breed.
Yep. And I got him from a girl at work, Leslie. Shout out, Leslie.
Yeah. Thanks, Leslie.
Best cat I have ever had.
Oh, man, this cat is so intelligent.
So
if you don't change his litter box on a really daily basis almost, he'll look at you and turn around and say, all right, you're not gonna fix this. I'm gonna go over here and shit in the corner somewhere. And we've caught him. He hasn't done it yet.
Right.
But we've caught him scratching, getting ready to do it. Like he's letting us know, hey, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yep.
If you're not gonna change, we're gonna do it here. And we've caught him, and Dan has changed his litter box, put free nice stuff in there, and he stopped and went over there into the litter box.
Yeah.
As if to say,
dude,
hey, thank you.
He is such a cool cat, and he's not fixed right now, and I really don't want to fix him. I'm not sure.
Look at that.
Yeah, he got you.
That's just from him patting me.
But he's not mean.
He's not mean. He just did that he boxes you.
You were messing with him.
I was messing with him.
You know.
What I shouldn't do.
He was just trying to play.
Yeah.
He wasn't even getting mean because you were messing with him. He was just playing back.
I've never heard him hiss. I've never heard him do any of that weird shit or any of that sketchy stuff. He'll sit right on the couch with the dog. He don't give a shit. I
was so unsure because Lonnie, like we said, with the TV.
Yeah.
Dude, she has it down to a science where when, like you said, as soon as a certain jingle comes on,
she runs.
And that specific jingle is tied to a commercial with a pet in it.
Yeah.
Or an animal. She is gone on it, bro.
She's gone. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Down the hallway, fucking, she's on it, dude. And it's so crazy. But in person, she's not like that.
Doesn't do that.
Like you said. And her and the cat, at first, they really didn't mess with each other.
No, they didn't. Now they sleep together, and they actually can walk by each other and actually just sit next to each other looking at us and not even think nothing of it. You know? Where before she used to look at the cat like waiting for him to move so she can attack, you know. And now she don't do that because I think she might have gotten swatted a couple times. So.
Well, yeah, I remember when I first got him, I literally pinned the cat down, as mean as it sounds, right in front of Lonnie. Remember? And I just pinned him nose to nose, and he kind of peed a little bit because he was scared.
He's super scared. He's brand new here.
But he hasn't done that since. He hasn't peed in that. And I made him do that. But I really think there was a rhyme to that reason because ever since then, before then, they didn't get along at all.
He didn't know what that dog was going to do. Now he knows that the dog is not going to hurt him.
Yeah.
A dog might chase him, but I think they do that when we're not here.
I do too.
I think they play like a motherfucker.
And that was another rhyme to my reason is I was like, all right, here we go. This is going to be the telltales. We're going to leave them alone together all day while we're at work.
Yeah.
We're going to come home and see what the fuck happened.
There's going to be shit tore up. There's going to be shit all over the place. Cat shit and piss and spraying. No.
Nope.
Not one thing like that. He's not fixed.
No.
So he has plenty opportunity to spray or whatever you call that, but he doesn't do that.
Nope.
He does not do that. You can come in our house and it smells like a house. It doesn't smell like a fucking cat litter, box.
I mean, such a cool cat. I mean, I really wasn't a cat person.
I ain't either. My sisters used to have cats, and I hated them.
I was more of a dog person. Yeah. I would say I still am, but this cat is really, dude, like you said, Lonnie sleeps on this side, cat sleeps right here in my armpit. Yeah. Every night.
Every night.
It's so cute, man.
And when we come home, they're usually on the couch together, or they're one's on the chair and one's sleeping on the ground, but they're usually together. So it's I know they must kind of mingle during the day when we're not here. I know they have to. They can't get away from it.
Yeah.
It's a small house here, so.
Super small.
And they don't tear anything up. They don't fuck with the garbage. They don't fucking climb up on countertops and all that kind of stuff. Or he doesn't. The dog surely doesn't. But
no,
the cat is definitely an excellent cat. And he's just, you got to see him. He's just super, super short hair, which I like. He has hair like a bunny rabbit.
Yeah.
You know?
He reminds me, it's super soft like a bunny.
Super soft. He's super clean looking, super soft and soft.
Soft. They say if they clean themselves a lot like he does too, that means they're happy and you know, they're intelligent.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
And they're always like buzzing their tail like real softly. That means that they're content.
He's just got a cool personality, man. There's nothing better than a real well-mannered pet with a cool character.
Yeah.
And I feel like we have two of those. I mean, Lonnie is super character.
Oh, yeah,
She's one of a kind.
Yeah, I've always had dogs, and to me, dogs and cats, outdoors, they don't belong inside, but these two are inside, not outdoors. They only go out, Lonnie only goes outdoor to go to the bathroom.
And the cat
never goes out.
He's snuck out a few times, but when he gets out there, he's like...
He doesn't know what to do.
He like slows down and he lets you pick him up.
Yeah,
he's
he
like,
sniffs around like, what is this? What is all this? Because he's never been outside. Well, as far as I know. As far as he's been here a couple times.
It doesn't look like he's very comfortable outside.
No, he's real skittish.
And we got him when he was 1.5 years old, so I'm guessing that unfortunately he got outside and got lost. Yeah. And then the lady that found her offered it to us after she couldn't find. She said she posted it everywhere. Yeah. No one called. No one inquired about a missing cat.
He's a beautiful cat, so it's like, all right, we'll take him.
Yeah, he deserved a great home. Yeah. And I think he's happy here.
Yeah. We're happy with him, and I know he's happy with us. And, And you know, he greets me every morning when I get up to go to the bathroom. Sometimes he won't let me go in my room, but that's all right.
Oh, it's so funny. Sometimes it wakes me up. I hear you guys, but I know because when I come out and have to go to the bathroom sometimes, and especially when his litter box is like full.
Yeah, he'll jump on your leg.
He'll just come up, and they just wrap around your leg, like your thigh.
And you can walk with him on your leg, and it's scary as hell, man, because the cat's not small. You know? And he latches on you. You're thinking, what if he decides to just go crazy right now?
Right.
It's hurting already. Yeah. And if he decides to just start scratching, oh, fuck.
Yeah. No, his claws are super sharp, as you can see by your hand. That was just a little left jab.
Yeah, that was just a little jab there, and he got all the way across my hand. Just one. And he has 5 of those.
He's fast.
On each hand.
Yeah, super fast.
Yeah.
So in weed news this week, did you see this, Bob?
These people are simply, I know you're not supposed to use this word, maybe I can say they're mentally incapable.
Yeah.
Instead of saying something harsh, you know?
Like, what were they thinking? So it says
they tried to smuggle 160 pounds of pure swag. We got that in a jar here, right here.
Yeah.
Here it is. We got some swag that we don't smoke. We just use it, you know, as decoration, but...
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure if this picture is
actually... They have big trouble for this shit, man.
I don't know if this picture is actually the weed they found. It might have been. If so, that is super swag. But,
oh, God.
So they were leaving Miami, right? 2 passengers, and they got caught with 160 pounds. But where were they going?
Where in the fuck was 160 pounds at? That's what I want to
know. They were going to England.
They're going to England, 160 pounds of swag.
I'm sure it was. If that was what they were bringing, this shit right here, then that is super swag. But what were they thinking?
I don't know. And where was this weed at? In their suitcase?
Yeah.
106. Well, they have one suitcase just stuffed full of weed, and they thought, oh yeah, we'll get away with it.
No, they had multiple. So I read into it, and so it was a couple, right? But when they got approached by the boat police or whatever, customs, I assume. Yeah. They said they didn't know each other and they split up, right? And then the dude got searched and raided and went down. Then they found the chick at the bar on the boat. Like she didn't. I would have got the hell off the boat.
I would have.
If they let me go, I'd have been like, peace.
Later.
Abort mission.
You can have my suitcase and everything. I'm out of here. Fuck it.
Yeah, but no, she went to the bar, and they found her. I don't know how long later. Probably hour. Whatever, and got her and searched her bags and boom, found another like 50, 60 pounds.
Oh my God.
Yeah, 160 in total.
Oh man.
And this story stood out to me because unfortunately, I went on a cruise to Cabo.
Yeah.
And I'm a smoker. Yeah. I had never been on a cruise before. I was super naive because obviously, yes, I needed my passport. I was leaving the country. I should have known. But I was trying to party.
Yeah. So I mean, you can't. They don't have no weed there or nothing.
So I may or may not have brought, like some stuff on there. No trouble getting it on.
Yeah.
Right. And then coming back, they I think they called while I was because I got complaints of marijuana smoke coming from my room on the fucking cruise, right? But they didn't do anything about it.
Yeah.
They just, nothing.
Yeah.
I never even heard anything until I was exiting, right? And I thought everything was out, dude. I thought I did it all. But what had happened was there was a little sample. It was my work bag. And there was a little sample that I had gotten from a dispensary, or I think it was the distribution company I worked for, gave me little samples to hand out of some like 5 milligram little mints.
Oh, God.
In single packs. And I had one in the side pocket of the bag. And so they pulled me aside and I'm like, whatever, I'm good. And they pulled me in the customs thing and I was fucking cuffed.
Oh,
I'm just sitting there like, I'm not going to find anything. Boom, they find that. And it has all the information and like the California stamp on it with the exclamation point and all that.
Yeah.
Bro, I almost went to jail for that.
Oh, yeah.
They almost gave me a felony.
Oh, yeah.
But then they're like, all right, since you cooperated and we'll drop it to a fucking... I actually had to pay $500 to get that off my record.
Yeah. Well, that happened to somebody I know.
Did it?
Yeah, you know her too.
Oh, yeah.
Your mom.
Dude,
yeah.
Same thing, man.
They detained her and everything. She was so freaked out about that. It wasn't even funny. I wasn't even living here yet.
I was with her.
This was before I even came here. And she had gone to Arizona, I guess, for something. One of Dan's...
with me.
With Dan.
We were checking out Arizona State.
And checking out colleges like a real parent does, And she's a smoker, too. And she had a little bit in her purse or whatever, and they found it and fucking busted her. I mean, it couldn't have been more. I mean, an ant wouldn't have got high off of it. It was so little. Yeah. And since it was crummy and it was tested positive for marijuana, they fucking
wild.
They made her go through hoops, man. I mean, they made her fly over there twice. They made her spend thousands of dollars. $1,000 fine or something like that she had to pay payments on and stuff. Poor thing, man. And she was just an innocent smoker. So, she wasn't fucking exporting it.
I was with her.
Yeah.
They found like a little, and the reason they searched her purse is because she had a lighter in it. Oh. And as soon as they found the lighter, in the x-ray, they had rights to search her purse, and they found a little baggie of like fucking crumbs, dude. Yeah. They ended up slapping her with a felony for that. Yeah. That's why she had to go back so many times to go to court. And if she missed a court date, she'd have a bench warrant. And she was so scared she was going to lose her nursing license. Yeah, because she was a nurse, and it was so sad. I mean, their ability to just fuck someone's life over. They literally gave her a felony for that. Yeah. And then you got this girl, remember, who we brought up on a previous episode? She stabbed her boyfriend 108 times. Yeah. Keep this in mind now, people. I mean, listen to what we just told you, and what he's going to tell you right now is baffling. Yeah, exactly. Perfect segue, right? 108 times she stabbed her boyfriend, and then, she claimed a cannabis-induced psychosis. What is that? She's only getting 2 years of probation and 100 hours of community service. Yeah, she doesn't even have to go to... She killed somebody. She killed somebody. Not just stabbed him once, 108 times. So it took her a while to do this and a lot of effort. A lot of effort to stab somebody 108 times. I mean, you get fucking tired after like the 40th time. That is bullshit. It says stabbed her dog and stabbed... I mean, what the fuck? It says she blacked out during the whole thing and she doesn't remember it. That's bull fucking shit. There's no way. I've gotten head spins off of marijuana so bad that I wanted to throw up, but there was no way that I lost my coherent thinking of where I was at that point in time or what I was doing or anything like that. If anything, I just felt like I had to throw up. Look, it says right here, before law enforcement could disarm her, she plunged the knife in her own neck. Yeah. What the hell? And her dog. And then she doesn't have to go to like a mental facility for that kind of stuff. She stabbed her dog too. Yeah. Dude, come on. That is not... What cannabis-induced psychosis? What is that? No way. That's impossible. This is just a total stab. Impossible. This is a stab at making weed look stupid. Stupid. They literally got this chick off... The boyfriend's dad is super mad. He's like, this is murder. I agree. Yeah. True set
Oh, 108 times. I mean, what were you doing? Smoking a cigarette while you're stabbing them?
Look,
Oh,
it
fuck.
says, look,
How many times now? Fucking 70?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking keep going. It's like you're weightlifting.
Sean O'Melia, the father, says this case should be tried for what it is, murder.
Exactly.
It's not some accident. Hey, I agree with you, Sean. This is some bullshit, right?
And there's no way that marijuana, I don't care how wrong it is for you, is going to make you do something like that. That sounds like some kind of fucking psychedelic shit there, like acid or something trip.
Yeah.
Even then.
That is just being it's crazy.
Yeah, crazy in the head and making these people believe that you were truly out of it when this happened. Like, fuck you, man.
I can't believe,
Fuck you.
I don't believe for 1 second that this couple had a healthy relationship.
I don't see how she didn't get life in prison.
Like what? Just one night they decided, oh, hey, let's get high, honey. And then she kills him and the dog and tries to kill herself.
She obviously smoked weed before.
I think that weed was laced
with some kind of either
bath salt,
KJ, or some kind of, PCP or something like that. Yeah, I truly believe that. I would go for that, definitely.
Like, where's the toxicology report? They don't say anything about like what they just said cannabis. Come on, bro. No way.
Yeah.
There's no way.
It's totally impossible if you ask me.
I think so too.
I've seen many people that pot doesn't agree with. Mm-hmm. My son is one of them. I mean, he can't even smoke one hit. He'll fucking, oh my God, I can't breathe. Ooh, I got to go to the hospital, all that stuff. But he is not going to go out and kill his fucking wife or his girlfriend and stab her 108 times and say, I don't remember a fucking thing about it.
Yeah, I think this is the first, and somebody provide me a link if I'm wrong, but this is the first time I've ever heard of anything like this.
Yeah.
Like, I've never heard of somebody getting super violent off cannabis.
Yeah, not me either. I've heard of them getting super high, like my son, and he smoked it before, and every time it does the same thing to him, so he don't do it anymore. What is this girl doing? It's like, oh, wow.
Yeah, I challenge somebody out there to please prove me wrong. Provide me a link, and we'll bring it up. I want to know why this chick got off. My mom got a felony. And almost lost her whole life. Nursing license, had to go. Almost had to go to jail. You know what I mean? I remember the judge was literally calling her a drug addict.
Yeah.
Had to go to classes and all this stuff. Felony.
Yeah.
This chick got involuntary manslaughter, no jail time, 2 years probation,
and no psycho ward placement, no
not that I
what
can
do they
see.
Call that? A conservator
5150.
Yeah, 5150, where you get conserved and you have to actually do some steps like an alcoholic.
Yeah,
I remember that kind of place there because we've worked in a place like that.
Dude, 7th Avenue.
It
was insane.
And I worked in a mental hospital. I'm telling you, we had those kind of people come in there too, and never from marijuana. Yeah. Maybe from meth and freaking heroin and all that good shit, but never from marijuana. Oh, this guy's high on marijuana, so we're going to have to put him in a padded room and shoot him up with drugs to calm him down. No.
Never heard of that. Never.
And if there was people in there for that, it's because they were mentally disabled a long time ago.
And they had problems, and maybe weed, like I said, whatever your state of mind is, I believe weed enhances it. So yeah, if now they're starting to link that like serial killers and stuff have a different brain.
Yeah.
So obviously, okay, maybe if someone like them smoke, it could actually turn something on and make them do something they wouldn't do.
Totally wrong.
You know what I mean? So maybe this chick had a serial killer brain.
And why she isn't being checked by, a mental therapist or something like that. I don't understand. I don't know the whole background to it right now, what her probation is, but
yeah,
she should be institutionalized right now. She should be in one of those places like 7th Avenue until she can make you believe or get you to believe that she's normal again. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, fuck you. You're not going to still stab somebody 108 times and say you don't remember doing it.
Yeah, and it sounds like they're going to just push her right back into society.
Yeah.
Like what?
Like nothing happened.
I didn't hear no house arrest.
Kill somebody. You can imagine the mess and the sound of that when she was doing it. You mean, oh my God.
Oh, dude. No, it's just wrong. I'm sorry.
Society is wrong.
Something's wrong. I mean, there's no way. Like, this is totally a publicity stunt to make weed look like it's going to turn you crazy.
Yeah.
Just like the old school propaganda.
Yeah, somebody found this in some kind of dirty file somewhere, said, ooh, look at this. This is a good propaganda against weed right here.
Mm-hmm.
This proves it right here, that weed is bad.
Yep.
No, it isn't.
I mean, like, this chick should, like you said, at least be behind walls. I don't know, jail, but at least in a lockdown mental facility to get evaluated to make sure she's not going to do this again. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I mean, there's just no way that you're going to do something like that and be considered normal. If that's normal, then shit, there's a couple of people. Fuck, man.
I mean, they can't just let this chick back out in society, man.
No, they got to watch her or something. They got to put some kind of.
Because what if she's just driving down the road and she has another episode, or she decides to smoke?
Or she's in the same car as somebody smoking and she gets a contact high and decides, well, fuck, I'm going to kill this motherfucker right now.
Stabs him 110 times.
Fucking smashes the car into some house or something, kills 2 kids and all, the whole family. And, I don't remember doing that.
Yeah.
But I got off once and I can use it again.
Yeah.
It
just
get out of jail free card. Yeah.
It makes weed look terrible. I know.
And it's not like that. I mean, if all of you that are watching, you know what we're talking about. You know?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I've never seen weed cause any violence other than if you're moving it. Like the dealers and shit, and like the cartels.
Or that kind of violence, that's different, that's money involved there. But I mean,
even that's seen a steep decline, I feel like, ever since I mean, but remember there was that heightened time, especially like during COVID, when people were just driving into dispensaries, busting them in and stealing everything, all the product, all the cash, and just dipping.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's still happening, but that shit's wild.
Yeah, it is. It's truly wild.
So
why they don't do that in liquor stores, I don't understand. They can do the same thing there, but for some reason, they still think weed is. The cops aren't going to do that much about it, Boy, you broke into a weed store? We don't care.
Yeah, and it's still because it's like pseudo legal. It's still like on the gray area, because it's not federally legal.
Yeah, it's not federally legal. Where a liquor store is. They'll have the feds over there. Fucking you crashing, do something like that. They'll have an investigation going on.
Yeah, and the reason that they don't hit liquor stores like cannabis,
they don't have cash.
Exactly. Like cannabis is still technically all cash, even though quite a few dispensaries now can take credit card.
Yeah,
or at least debit. I don't know about credit, but I've seen stores be able to swipe debit, which is
or they have a machine in there already.
Or ATM.
ATM in there, yeah. But and they usually take their cash home at night anyway. They don't leave it there.
But they can also hit the ATM too. They can just take that. And
take the whole thing and then break it open somewhere else.
So that's why cannabis dispensaries are like a big target.
Yeah.
Because they're cash heavy, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if they take their cash home every day. I'm not sure.
Plus, they're not monitored probably as close as like a liquor store or 7-Eleven or Quickie Stop or something like that. Those are pretty, they're pretty wired up to the city itself,
They have, I mean.
Where dispensaries, they're trying to get rid of them, so they fucking turn an eye at that kind of shit, know.
And it still has that stigma, like you said. Like weed just still has that bad, negative stigma.
Exactly. It still hasn't been... kind of reclassified. It's still like a lot of people still think weed is the gateway and that it's a bad drug. It's still the same as cocaine and all that stuff. And they look at it. It's still illegal.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be doing that kind of stuff. It's like, well, alcohol at one time was illegal.
Yeah.
And you do it,
And it causes way more harm.
Yeah.
But
way more harm.
That's a path that I feel like we've beaten down pretty good. I mean, there's so many reasons why weed is better for you than alcohol, in my opinion, and just the overall.
The one thing, I hate to break into your little combo there, but the one thing that is on my mind right now about, say, for instance, tobacco. We were talking about how much they make a day and stuff.
Yeah.
They make billions a day, practically almost. Hundreds of millions.
Definitely millions for sure.
A day. But anyway, what's the whole tactic of, you have alcohol that's still flavored, still has different apples and peach and all that kind of stuff, but they took all the flavoring tobacco out off the shelves. Why is that? I don't understand what their tactic is about that, unless they're getting way more what do you call it, demand for the flavored ones than they are the non-flavored. And all of their facilities are set up for the non-flavored specifically.
Right.
And then the flavored ones are like little knockoffs, that they have. And in order to make it big like the other one, they have to really ramp it up. And I don't know if they have the money or they want to spend the money to ramp it up that big.
Yeah. Well, I mean, flavored tobacco is still sold in a lot of states. We talked about this on the last one.
Yeah.
It's really California. So, we just don't see it out here, but it's still sold.
I don't understand. It's and another thing too is like with weed too. There's flavored weed, and that's the most tilty thing right now on as far as being legal, illegal, frowned on, and all that stuff.
Yeah,
but yet they have flavors in that.
Yeah, the sprayed weed too. That we talked about that on the last episode. Yeah. It's like, man, that is not good.
Yeah, it's terrible. It has the terpenes in it. It tastes just like a banana. It's like people love that.
Yeah.
It's like, but the main thing is you have to be 21 for all of this stuff, including tobacco. So what the fuck?
I don't know. I have no idea. But talking about all this smoke and stuff, and I know on it was either the last episode or the one before, I promised our viewers and listeners that I would find out what that thing is that you can buy. It's like a tea that clears your lungs out. And it's actually called Molian. I think that's the way you say it. And it looks like it's a yellow flower, unless they're just, right? It's this right here.
Yeah.
It says, for centuries, people have been drinking Molian tea for respiratory conditions. And, I found this stuff on Amazon, so I'm going to actually go ahead and give it a shot. I think you should too, Bob.
Yeah, definitely.
And everyone has their favorite home remedies. This is one of them. You can add Molian to the list. This herb has been used for hundreds of years to ease respiratory ailments. Does it really work? I don't know. I think the best way to figure out if something really works is just to do it for yourself.
Yeah.
You can do all the research in the world, right? But, I'm going to actually try it for myself and see. It says, make a cough syrup out of boiled roots, apply the leaves in a paste to the skin, rub the leaves over inflamed. So it looks like there's multiple uses for it. But
yeah,
I think Greg told me that you just make a tea out of it and you drink it once a day. And it's supposedly just, here we go, loosens mucus, calms inflation, protects cells, fights germs. And it says, use Molian tea for lung health. So, I don't really want to beat it around the bush too much. I'm just going to say we're going to try it and see what the effects are.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah?
I have some inflammation in my throat that kind of gets me clogged up once in a while. I can't get food down,
I know.
It sucks. It really sucks. But if if I take little bites, like my sister used to tell me, take smaller bites and it won't happen. I mean, it's true. If I take little bites and I take my time and really chew it up, I'm not young anymore.
Yeah.
It goes down all right. But if I for once think that, I can just swallow these pieces and no problem. No, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
It gets clogged.
I know.
But I'm wondering if this stuff will kind of ease up a little bit of that inflammation I have in my esophagus.
We can try, right?
Yeah, I'd definitely like to try it.
I'm going to order some.
Yeah.
Because from the research, it looks like, hey, it could go either way. I mean, I truly do believe in natural herbal remedies. I think that type of old medicine has kind of been forgotten.
Well, you got to remember, we're made up of a lot of chemistry.
Yeah.
We have electricity in us, but a lot of it's chemistry. It's like a battery,
Yeah. And that from that movie that we watched, remember, with Leonardo's Flower of the Moon or something like that, or Killers of the Flower Moon, or I think that's what it was called. But it was pretty much how the white man came over to the Americas and
manipulated the Indian.
For one, we gave them, well, not we, but, they, our ancestors, gave them super high fat content food, which if you don't process fat, it turns into sugar.
Yeah.
We introduced them to heavy sugar, processed foods. They ended up getting diabetes.
Yeah.
We gave that, literally, the white man gave diabetes to Native Americans. It's terrible.
Yeah.
And then not only that, on top of that, they were killing them. for their land and their oil money.
Yeah, exactly.
And
getting close to them and then snuffing them out.
Mm-hmm.
And getting married to them and stuff like that, and then snuffing them out, and then they get the deed to the property and it has oil and stuff on it, and it's theirs now.
And supposedly that's how the FBI was formed.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I mean, supposedly.
One of the reasons. Another reason was the gangsters and stuff like Capone and all them, just taking over complete cities like Chicago. They're like, no, we can't have that. We got to have a government force. That's what the FBI is, a government force. Police force. That's what they are.
Yeah,
Government.
But I'm pretty sure even before the mob and stuff, it was made to go investigate these Indian murders.
Yeah.
Because at the time, a lot of the local sheriffs and stuff were corrupt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And so they tried
all through those times.
Like J. Edgar Hoover, and I think it was, who was the president in the 20s? I can't even tell you, man. That's terrible.
I mean,
it's terrible.
I can't either. I think in the 20s, it was like...
it's a long time ago.
Yeah.
But I know J. Edgar Hoover, I believe, was like the leader of the FBI. And they went out and they investigated these straight up murders, genocide, taking them their land. But my original point was that we are so accustomed now to eating processed foods.
Yeah.
And our diet, I can guarantee you, is lacking a lot of stuff that, can be provided in like Western, or not Western medicine, but like, herbs and different things. Like, for instance, maybe this Molian tea.
Yeah.
Maybe it's going to make us feel great.
Yeah.
And maybe not. I don't know.
We'll see.
We're going to find out.
Yeah.
We're going to find out.
Not that I'm doing bad at all. I mean, I'm in great health, I think. I feel the same like I have all along.
Yeah.
I feel the same every day. Every day I feel the same. Except, right now I have a little cold or probably allergies in my head.
Yeah.
So I got a little bit of,
Well, there's the redwood mold.
From that.
There's the redwood mold that's coming down.
Yeah.
It's pretty much every winter I just get crazy, allergies.
Head stuffiness and all that stuff. Allergies.
I mean, you can see it outside on our cars. It's literally like a blanket of fucking green powder.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty terrible.
It's terrible. You know what?
But other than that,
what?
I feel the same every day. I mean,
great.
I don't feel like, oh God, I got this tumor here. I do have some little bumps, but I was told they were just fatty cysts.
Yeah.
I've had them all my life. So there was never real concern about them. I was concerned about them when I was like in my 20s. Had them checked, and they told me, yeah, there's fatty cysts. They've been there ever since. Really fucking weird.
Are they uncomfortable?
No.
No,
they've just been there ever since. Every once in a while, I'll touch it. Oh, there it is right there.
Oh, then you're a workhorse.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we were watching the news this morning, and of course, Donald Trump is still somehow winning, right? And I hate politics, but I just think this is so funny. It gets better by the day.
Where are the fucking people there's nobody who wants to run for president.
How are we?
Nobody wants the job.
How are we at Biden and Trump again? For real?
What the hell, man? Are we that down on candidates? Fuck.
We must be.
God dang, it's like nobody wants to run. Only Donald Trump and freaking Biden. They're the only ones who want to run for presidency.
Yeah.
It's like two people. Like, Jesus Christ, man. Let's give us some fucking options here. I'm sick of running for the two idiots of the world. Back and forth, back and forth. It's like, my God.
Like, why? Why? How has it gotten to this? This makes us look like a joke.
Yeah.
And that's why all these companies are like, they're forming the BRICS right now, and they're just going to take down the U.S. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It's happening.
Yeah, Jesus. I mean, if we don't have anybody worthwhile God dang, man. I mean.
It's pretty insane. But, and our politics just keep getting funnier, but this is actually something I can get down with. So look, in Missouri, it says that they are trying to draft a rule change to let duels happen in the Senate. Right?
Yeah.
And so what that pretty much means is a proposal made rounds in the Senate earlier this week on paper raising that possibility, though it was not officially filed as a House resolution. So I don't know what that really means, but I know that according to the language of the paper proposal, senators could agree to engage in a duel if a senator's honor is impunged by another senator to the point that it is beyond repair, and in order for the offended senator to gain satisfaction.
That's stupid because guns are so accurate nowadays that they'll just both turn around and kill each other.
I know, right?
It's like, fuck.
They got to put it in language that it's got to be like a non-lethal duel, right?
Yeah, or paint gun duel.
You know what they should do? They should joust.
Well, they can duel, but with a paint gun, with the balls filled with dog crap.
Yeah.
So when they get hit with them, they smell like dog crap, you know?
Or just like a fencing duel. And whoever, or no, that would be boring too. You want to, like, how about just a UFC round?
Just a UFC, just straight up freaking scrap.
Yeah, like Nikki Haley versus Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, just straight up scrap, no holds barred. Well, you know, you can't kill them or anything like that, but if they get knocked out, then we stop the fight, you win, you know, that kind of stuff, yeah. But other than that, you can do whatever you want. Pull hair, freaking rip tops off.
You want to sell out an arena?
Oh, man.
Trump and Biden.
Oh, my God. They're people. I'd buy a fucking pay-per-view for that.
In a duel to the knockout.
Yeah, in a cage.
It can't It can't end by scorecard.
Here you go, loudmouth, and here you go, idiot. Can't think of his own name, but the gloves on. Well, what do I do with these? Why, you know what, motherfucker? I'm going to fuck you up is what's going to happen.
All right, listen here. Trump's over there fucking, oh my God. That would be the funniest.
I'm just going to fuck you up with an uppercut.
Yeah. Dude, and it'd be so funny. Like, get them real coaches, you know, or put them in a boxing ring.
Just tell them, go at it.
Yeah.
The first man on the ground fucking with his eyes closed wins or loses.
A presidential UFC fight.
And just no gloves either.
No,
fuck that.
No gloves.
No gloves. Just fucking punch it out, Jack.
Like real
freaking.
The real McCoy.
Yeah. Like
you know?
Freaking
and
neighborhood fight.
Like I said, let
you and your buddy that they can get along.
Let them hire their own coach. Like it's Donald Trump with Conor McGregor in the red corner.
Yeah.
And it's Biden with fucking
Sanchez in the other corner. Yeah. And they're both, mine's going to fuck you up.
John Bones Jones.
Yeah.
That would be so sick.
It would be sick. And that's the way it should be.
Mm-hmm. And you know how the EV space should be? The battery should never die.
Yeah.
Don't you agree?
Yeah.
Like, once the battery's built, it should just be able to somehow keep that charged for like 50 years, right?
Oh, yeah. I wish we had that.
We do. So China's based Betavolt develops nuclear battery for commercial applications, right? And this is an atomic energy battery.
So for all the people who got EVs like we do, with the conventional batteries that they come with lithium, are now going to be fucked because now they have these batteries that stay charged for 50 years.
Yeah.
And you don't have to charge them or nothing. There's like some kind of nuclear fucking infusion inside there. Why didn't they do this in the first place?
I know, right?
Yeah.
I think they probably did, but they just got to make money, you know? I think lithium is hopefully going to die with this type of stuff. Now, I don't know if they're definitely not at the point where it could power like a bike like ours or a Tesla even. It says right now I believe that's 3 volt, 100 microwatt.
Yeah, they got to be careful of how much atomic energy they use to develop these little. They got to really, watch what they're doing because I'm sure that once they get it to the point of where it is 100 volts.
What the hell? This is crazy.
And will generate a car, say for instance, like our motorcycles, would generate our motorcycles at 100% charge for 50 years.
That would be so
without
sick.
charging them. I would buy a car if it did that.
You're right though. So look, so it says they have successfully developed a nuclear energy battery, in parentheses, radioisotope battery, which integrates nickel-63 nuclear isotope decay technology.
Yeah.
What?
This is micro nuclear technology, something that is really, they got to be really careful with.
So it's like a nuclear reactor.
It's like a fucking nuclear bomb going off, or your reactor, your nearest nuclear station that powers 3 million people.
Yeah.
It's that kind of reaction, but micro-sized.
Scaled way down.
Way down.
This is crazy. So they're literally putting, like you said, big nuclear fusion plants or whatever they call it, nuclear energy power plants. They're putting that technology
into a micro-sized chip.
Into a little battery.
probably the size of a chip, that small, because they get any bigger than that, you're talking way too much power. And if you happen to break that battery or something and that shit oozes out and the radiation and everything, it might be kind of catastrophic.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways, because that little amount probably could still take out Boulder Creek.
I know, right? Yeah. Especially if everybody has them.
Everybody has them. Oh my God, you're talking little micro nuclear bombs, and everybody's
dude. I see it now.
Careful about that, man.
I see it now. They're gonna end up putting these in everyone's car.
Yeah, they're gonna figure a way to make them super safe to where that's not going to happen.
No. At the push of a button, they're gonna be able to just blow up whole cities.
Yeah.
Oh, the ultimate conspiracy.
Well, yeah. Oh, fuck.
And we need to blow up San Jose. Okay. Boop. And all the Teslas blow up in San Jose.
Either that, they're going to make miniature fly-size drones that you can fly 1 million of them at a time, and each one of those have a capability of blowing up a small town.
They're just
one fly.
They're just trying to weaponize everything, aren't they?
Yeah. Figure a way to do it without destroying the world.
Welcome to Talk 420, the most conspiracy-driven show.
We got some shit going on.
But this honestly, it looks like a Band-Aid to me, honestly, because right away, here's where my mind goes. So these things can self-generate for 50 years without maintenance. But then, okay, what happens after 50 years? You have a bunch of these batteries that are just dead. I don't know if they can be recharged or reused or recycled. If so, then that puts what I'm saying pretty much...
A lot of radiation.
Yeah.
A lot of radiation there.
But that just looks like in 50 years, they're going to have a huge problem with all these nuclear...
Unless they shoot that shit up into space and keep it off the planet altogether.
Yeah.
Because what is out in space? All that shit.
I know. Why don't we do that?
Just shoot that friggin' shit out into space.
Like
waste,
why don't we
lithium waste and all that. Just shoot it out there. Why fuck up our planet?
Yeah, why do we keep filling our earth with trash at landfills? Like, why doesn't some rich motherfucker like Elon Musk make a company where they pack fucking rockets full of trash and dangerous goods and fucking lithium batteries that are no good. Nuclear waste.
All that shit. Just send it back where it came from.
And just shoot it towards the motherfuckers who were fucking with us.
Yeah.
The aliens.
The aliens, yeah. Just shoot it. Eventually it's going to hit a comet or
why not just shoot
one of those weird fucking planets and blow up anyway.
Shoot it at our sun.
Yeah, shoot it at the sun.
But it won't even get close before it just incinerates,
Incinerates into nothing. Yeah, that's a good idea.
And the sun makes hella radiation, so it's not like it's going to hurt it by adding more to it.
It's going to burn up and add the same, yeah.
I mean, a planet can't even get that close to the sun or it just fucking fries.
Fries it, yeah.
So you're telling me a rocket full of dangerous goods and trash is not, like, come on, let's do that, Bob.
Yeah.
Let's make a business proposal and
get with Elon Musk and say, hey, man, you want to make some real money?
We'll call it Trash X.
Trash X.
Trash X.
And what we do is we ship, we launch, whatever you want to call it, hazardous waste.
Into space.
Into space.
There's our slogan.
Hazardous waste into space.
Oh, Trash X.
Let the sun do its thing.
Let the sun do its fun.
Yeah.
Wow,
I think we got something here.
Trash X.
We got to get in contact with Elon. Elon, you watching us right now?
Yeah, call us.
Or you hear us right now? You better give us a call and don't take our idea. You better include us.
Trash X, hazardous waste into space.
Yeah.
Let the sun do what?
Have its fun.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh yeah. Come on, Elon. Give us a fucking break, man.
Bob, we are killing it.
Yeah.
We're killing it.
Oh yeah, I mean,
you're killing it.
And the good thing about it is, like, yeah, it costs a lot of money for the rocket and stuff like that, but
look at all the benefits we're gonna have.
Maybe figure out some way where the rocket only goes so far, and then it just shoots the big, huge cube of waste all by itself
at the sun.
And
then we get and it returns.
And then the rocket returns back to Earth and lands back in its spot, and you can fill it up again.
Oh, dude, you're on some shit. I mean, the sun is super far away, so like we would have to. Oh, I like this. I'm getting logistical now. You'd have to shoot one, right, and then shoot like one. Shoot them in intervals, right?
Yeah.
And then it'll be once the first one is here, then, you'll be able to start mapping it.
Yeah.
As one returns, one shoots. As one returns, one shoots. Yeah.
I mean, you see the size of the rockets they use to shoot nuclear weapons, nuclear bomb over here? I mean, that friggin' rocket's fucking huge.
Yeah.
It's the size of a friggin' Empire State Building, the round and everything. It's huge.
That's a big rocket.
It's a big rocket. Let's put it that way. And if they're using that, why not fucking put some trash in there instead of...
Yeah.
Make it a one-way trip, the rocket and all, and it all gets disintegrated. You don't have to worry about it.
Then we're losing money.
Then we're losing the rocket, of course. But
Elon won't like that.
But you figure out some way you can shoot that halfway, you get out of our atmosphere and then shoot a big-ass fucking bomb and shoot that bundle towards the sun.
I'm sure he has the infrastructure. It may not even need to, we could probably shoot a rocket up and then it could dock with one of his fucking SpaceX or Starlink things.
Yeah.
And then, it could just transfer the cylinder of trash into a big cannon that's on a big space station.
Yeah.
And then they do their calculations because we're not that smart.
Yeah.
Let those fuckers do all the shit. And then it lines it up and it's like, okay, we're spinning. The sun's at the center.
It's going to be a lot of money doing all that.
The sun's at the center though. So that's cool.
Yeah.
It doesn't move, I don't think, right? Other than it moves with us.
With us.
But it's the center it's like the gravity point.
Yeah.
So it doesn't move. So I'm pretty sure once we shoot it, boom, we'll keep moving. And then that thing will just start going towards
the sun.
It won't hit it until we circle quite a bit.
Yeah.
And then by
that time, we probably won't even see it hit.
In 30, 40 years, we'll be like, the first Trash X mission has been complete.
Yeah. It hit the sun finally.
Yeah.
It's gone.
We'll be dead.
Yeah.
Probably take longer than 30 years.
But that's just it. You can't probably pack enough. You can pack enough hazardous waste in one of those rockets. You just make the whole rocket a one big capsule of hazardous waste.
Yeah.
You have enough fuel in that motherfucker to get you out of the atmosphere and just let the rest of it, just like they let all the other shit go when that rocket goes, like the space shuttle. Mm-hmm. All those tubes and shit that are connected to it are all, they're waste. They just go and fall back to Earth.
They do?
I think.
Or do they just float off into space?
Or they float off into space or something?
You think you're right. I think they lose the boosters before they leave the atmosphere or right after.
And then those boosters just fall back down to space.
I think they get disintegrated by the friction.
Yeah.
They just literally fucking disintegrate.
So if they're willing to put up that kind of, I'm sure they can build a rocket to where they can get rid of a lot of trash in one shot.
Well,
not trash, but I'm talking just nuclear stuff, And
I'm going to call Elon Musk, and I think this is a seriously killer idea. I think we're on the right track.
Yeah.
But you know who's not on the right track? MedMen.
Yeah.
They're done, and I couldn't be happier because fuck MedMen. Yeah. But look, it says California pot company executives out as stock plummets to zero. California-based chain of cannabis dispensaries in a period of upheaval after its stock became essentially worthless, prompting the ouster of its CEO and executive chairman. Culver City-based MedMen, which has locations in California, Illinois, New York, Nevada, and Massachusetts, was once valued at $3 billion in 2018, but now that valuation is zero. Done.
Wow.
To the bottom.
Yeah.
Done.
California just,
Well,
we'll make the shit legal, but we're going to get most of the proceeds from it.
Well, this is more states than just California, but they're based in California, Culver City, but MedMen is out.
Wow.
That's what this is saying. Which is weird because I remember when they bought, I forgot what store it was. They bought a store in San Jose though, and I remember one day it was what it was before, the OG shop. The next day it was MedMen. And I was like, man, that's fucked up. But I'm happy to hear that MedMen is officially at zero.
Wow.
That is crazy, dude. That's a true pump and dump right there.
And plus, how do you become a CEO of a pot company?
I guarantee you that dude knew nothing about weed.
Yeah.
Look at what happened.
Yeah.
How do you take a company from $3 billion to zero?
Yeah.
That is straight up that should be illegal.
He should have been fired way before then.
So many people must have, but no, that's the thing is they pumped and dumped it. This sounds like a $3 billion loss, right?
Yeah.
But the only people who really lost are the idiots who bought this stock.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. I guarantee you the CEO and the board, I'm sure this was probably a Canadian publicly traded company at one point. That's the only way you could possibly get a $3 billion valuation.
Yeah.
And now it's zero.
Yeah.
At least they're out of the game.
Now they know how it feels.
Yeah. I'm glad. I'm glad they sunk because they sucked.
Yeah.
They were nothing, bro. So
all these people just want to make money off it.
So bye to MedMen.
Feels like I got something in my ear, I think.
Uh-oh. Dig it out.
I'm trying. Get out of there.
Yeah.
I think it was a hair.
Uh-oh.
You know how you get those hairs and they just keep tickling me, and I'm thinking, well, I don't want people to think I'm picking at myself, but I really had something going on in my ear.
Yeah, it could have been a tick.
No, I had one of those.
I know.
In my neck.
Oof, that was
of all
wild.
places. He's right on the jugular. He was right in frigging Colorado River of fucking bloodstream.
Of Babylon.
It wasn't like he was in a little pond. He was in the fucking river, man.
He was in the heart of it.
I had to go have him pulled out. Dan took me to the hospital.
I know, and the guy pulled it out in like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Wow, that was it?
I could have done
no
that.
heads left behind or anything? No, I got him. He put him in the pan. You can barely see him. I was like, wow.
$100.
Yeah, $100.
Crazy.
Yeah, that quick. I was like, man, I could have done that.
Yeah.
And I only would have charged $50.
Mm-hmm. So, Bob, you remember when we were talking about China and how they introduced the invisible cloak?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
There's like cloaking technology now.
Yeah.
Like fucking Harry Potter.
They like bend light or something like that.
I don't know how they do it, to be honest. It's got to be, it's either that or it's a hoax. But yeah, like you said, they got to be able to refract what's behind them somehow to that cloak.
Exactly. Reflect it into.
Yeah.
So
how they do that, I have no idea.
Pretty smart.
How do you make something transparent that's not already transparent?
I don't know.
That's wild. But this is also wild. It says researchers at Waterloo University have devised a way to use Wi-Fi to see through walls using a store-bought drone and an additional $20 worth of store-bought equipment.
Whoa.
While the Y-Peep doesn't have a fancy 3D mapping application powering it, what it does have is a security loophole called Pilot Wi-Fi. So, we're going to dive into another conspiracy here.
What is that?
Was Wi-Fi invented to eventually just be able to see into everybody's home if they can't already?
Yeah.
I mean, most people probably have like Amazon, Alexa cameras or Apple, whatever the fuck. There's all these home systems now,
Yeah.
where there's cameras set up everywhere and they're all interlinked to your fucking phone and you got a camera on your doorbell.
Exactly.
It's like,
and it goes either way. If it's super dark out, it goes infrared so you can see what's out there still.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
It's getting crazy. The technology is getting crazy, and I'm not even sure if people are aware of if they fuck with the privacy laws and the privacy acts and all that shit, they could be looking at you all day long.
Yeah.
They could know exactly what's going on in your front yard. They can know what kind of fucking car you drive.
Exactly.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
And, I've almost got duped into it. Like I was at Costco and you see like the Ring, I think it's the Ring, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. Put it on the doorbell.
But there's like Ring cameras and it's like a fucking 10-pack and it's on sale. And it's like, man, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
It has like a spotlight with, like you said, infrared cameras and
cameras,
state-of-the-art 4K fucking CCTV.
Yeah.
Whatever. What is it?
Clarity or whatever.
Yeah. But no, that's what I'm saying. Surveillance. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
Now you're going to have like 4K surveillance.
Really high definition too. You can actually read that license plate that's in your in your driveway, and stuff.
So it's like, it's kind of tempting, but it's like, dude, it's looking like, if you get all these technologies and combine them together with like Wi-Fi.
You just open yourself up more.
Now they can see through walls.
Yeah.
They can literally see through something that is solid and non-transparent. And they're now also at the same time able to make solid things transparent.
Yeah. Well, they always had that at the airport. You go through the X-ray machine.
X-ray is different, though.
It's different, yeah, exactly. But something is...
This is like a constant X-ray.
Some of the ingredients they use to make that X-ray machine is used in this, I'm sure. There is an ingredients, by the way. That's what I call it. It's like a recipe.
Yeah.
It's a recipe to make this.
Yeah, no, but you're right. I mean, there's probably some type of radiation waves that happen with Wi-Fi, and then if you combine that with whatever the fuck Waterloo University's doing,
and it
creates like
the focus. How when you focus on something far away and everything close is real fuzzy.
Yeah,
maybe they have something to do with that, to where they can make that partition or whatever so fuzzy that you can see through it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's got to be. I don't know what's going on, but it's quite funny to
through heat,
try
heat transfer or whatever. The difference in temperature. I don't know.
It's fun to try and figure out.
Yeah, definitely.
I can't quite get it, and
I kind of feel like, man, do we all live in glass houses?
I hope not.
Yeah,
I hope not. But it sounds like eventually we're going to, because I can guarantee you 99% of households have Wi-Fi now.
Yeah.
I mean, even the Section 8s, like homeless people have cell phones. Every single one I see has a cell phone.
Shit, I know people that are on welfare, Section 8, live in Section 8 apartment and have freaking Acura as a car, or a Mercedes or something.
A Mercedes.
Way better car than I have.
And, a Mercedes. Yeah. It's
new one, too. Not like an old one. New one.
It's because it's not how much you make necessarily. It's how much you spend.
Yeah.
If you make 10 grand a month, but your mortgage is 8, guess what?
Yeah.
You're only making 2 grand.
Yeah. You're only making 2 grand, and then you got to use that to eat.
But if you make 2 grand a month, like some of these people on welfare in Section 8, right?
Yeah.
And their rent's only $500, guess what?
Yeah, they're
making $1,500.
Yeah, exactly.
So
they can afford a car payment of $500-$600.
It's not much less than the person making 10 grand, right? The person making 10 grand with an $8,000 mortgage only makes 2 grand, and they got to buy food and gas and transportation, whatever, life expenses. And the person that only makes 2 grand a month but has supplemented rent and cheap rent and food stamps and all that, they make $1,500, but they probably pay less for food because they got the food stamps from the welfare and so it's
supplemental insurance for their car and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, exactly. It's
just how they play the game.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it just there's probably a few more rules in being, I call it, poor.
Yeah.
Than there is in the guy who has the $8,000 a month mortgage and all that stuff, makes 10 grand a month.
Because he has more write-offs. Right?
Yeah, he probably has less rules to deal with than a person of less.
Yeah,
because they got to worry about the landlord, and they got to worry about keeping their place nice. They can't be late on rent, or and they got to do this and that, and so
it's true. You know what baffles me too, Bob, is that I read something like right here.
They're more controlled. That's what I want.
During the fiscal year of 2022, the IRS collected more than $4.9 trillion in gross taxes.
Whoa.
$4.9 trillion in gross taxes. Where's it all going?
I don't know.
Our roads suck.
Yeah.
Our schools suck.
Yeah.
Our teachers get paid nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
Our public transportation sucks, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Can I keep going? Do you have anything? I mean, what else?
And our cost of living is sky high, to where you need to make just to have a 1-bedroom apartment, you need to make $5-6 grand a month.
Yeah, most people are living in studios with like roommates.
Yeah, there's like 3 people and they're all bedded down like freaking.
So where did the $4.9 trillion go? It's literally got to just be like, and
somebody's pocket.
Here's the thing: is if they lose money, it's okay. Remember the day before 9/11, they lost $13 trillion.
Yeah.
Whatever happened?
Yeah.
Did they ever look for it?
Did they ever find it?
Did anybody ever go to jail for that?
No.
What happened? No. The buildings blew up and everybody forgot about it.
Yeah. They were sidetracked.
All the records went
were
poof.
in that building too.
I guarantee it.
And people didn't figure that out until after the building burnt down. Oh, wait.
I think we
lost a bunch of records in there of loans and shit like that. You know, it's like,
oh, well,
we're just have to write them off. The government will write them off.
And they'll just print us $13 trillion.
We'll just print new money.
I mean, they get bailed out all the time.
And if somebody got that in their pocket, and now we have too much money generated, and we don't have nothing to show for it. Mm-hmm. You know, we got all this paper.
Yeah.
But do we have anything to back it up? No. I think the only thing that saves us is somewhat our electronic industry and some of that. And Japan has definitely got us way over us in that.
Do you see the graph I'm looking at right here? Okay.
Yeah.
You see the super steep spike, like as soon as COVID hit and Biden took over?
Yeah.
We are getting way overtaxed.
Yeah.
Remember, last year was the first year where I was like really kind of banking on my tax return.
Me too.
It's been tight, like we've been saying. I had to pay.
Yeah, me too.
Fuck you, Biden.
Yeah, I had to pay, and I'm already being taxed like 40% because I'm a single person.
And you can see it on the graph right here. What the hell? Trump, the only thing they ever say about him is, he says dumb shit. Okay, agreed. I think we all say dumb shit. And if I had to navigate the political waters like him, to me, I'm going to go out on a limb and say Trump is a real one. He's an idiot, but he's real. Yeah. And my pocketbook, my wallet, my bank account was a lot better when he was in office. He kept taxes down. He's not overtaxing us. I mean, bro, this is insane. Look at that spike. It went from roughly 3.5 trillion on a pretty cool average since like 2015
to 5 trillion
to 4.95 trillion dollars.
Wow.
2020 just went whoo. You guys can see it right here.
Yeah.
On the graph. I'm not lying. This is the SOI tax stats from the IRS fucking website themselves. You can look all this stuff up. It's public information. So we're getting way overtaxed, man.
Yeah.
And, if it takes Trump getting into office again to fix that, I'm all for it.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I don't like the way he presents himself. I think a lot of times it's unprofessional, the way he talks.
Me too.
Who's to say sometimes I like the way he talks. He tells it like it is.
He puts people in their place.
Puts them in their place, lets them know you're an asshole.
Yeah.
That's what I want to tell you right now. You're an asshole. We don't get the chance to do that or we'll be jailed.
Yeah, and if he has to be an asshole to show someone that they're an asshole, he does it.
Yeah, he does it. But on the other hand, he is got that he wants to make money too, attitude. And so he's going to do that too. So,
I mean, I don't blame him. It's
kind of like, that's why they say he's bringing the country down. No. Trump was trying to destroy the country. That's because he was making money and so were all the people in the country making money at the time. And, and the country couldn't produce enough to deal with that.
I mean, I can say that when everyone's making money, at least everyone's happy.
Yeah.
I can see it from work right now, from going through some turmoil where, power sports sales are down in general around the globe.
Yeah.
People's wallets are tighter because of this fucking shit.
Yeah.
I'm hoping this year will be the first year where people actually get a tax return because, people get a tax return, then they have an excuse to go buy something like that, like an electric bike or any motorcycle in general or an ATV, But when people are getting overtaxed, they're not going to be spending money on toys.
No, they're going to be budgeting.
Exactly.
And that's what we're watching it, and it's like, wow, so all these, oh man, this really, really pisses me off because, like all my life, when you had, I don't want to say minimum wage job, but you had a lower rate job like we have, you never had to pay income tax.
No.
When you, at the end of the year, you filed tax, I got no less than $1,000 back every year in those situations, and I had better jobs before where I got less back, but I always seemed to never have to pay.
Yeah.
And
last year we had to fucking pay.
Yeah, I had to pay. And it was like, my God, they already took fucking all that out during the year, and then I have to pay on top of that?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's terrible. Fuck.
That's not right. That should be illegal.
Yeah, it should be. They're taking like 40% of our paychecks that we work damn hard for.
Yeah.
They're taking 40% of it. They didn't put in the hard work.
And it would be one thing. I'd still be pissed, but it'd be one thing if the roads were fucking cherry.
Yeah.
If the power never went out.
Yeah.
If all the power lines were undergrounded. If the roads got maintained. If the trees around the roads got maintained. If our schools were better. If the teachers got paid more.
Yeah.
If the firefighters got paid more. You know what I mean? Why do cops make $120,000 to start in the Bay Area, but firefighters are volunteer?
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah. Doesn't make any sense, you know?
We don't pay the right people in this country.
No.
They pay lobbyists, and that's where all the money goes, and they can just write it off. And like all these fucking politicians are raising millions of dollars right now. Where's that coming from? I mean, it's probably coming from private investors, but who knows? They could just be $4.9 trillion. I'm sure that if you can tap into that. You know,
once there's that much money on the table, you know, there's guys like, they won't notice that gone.
Yeah.
I won't, you know.
Oh, well, we sent this to this lobbying company.
Yeah, we did this and it failed, so we called it a loss.
Yeah.
You know.
Just write it off, George.
We just wrote it off to the government, you know.
Crazy.
But, you know, it's
quite wild.
It is quite wild because
I'm not sure what we're going to do about it. You know what I mean?
And another thing I wanted to ask is, or kind of think about is, you know, the housing and how much it went up. Why? Mm-hmm. Why did it go up? Because of the Silicon Valley? Well, they're all pulling out now. So what's gonna happen to all these houses over there that are worth $1 million? Mm-hmm. Who's going to buy those? There's not going to be any more wealthy people here. No, but except for the ones that are already here. But where are they going to work? I don't know. They're getting laid off.
Yeah, but the housing's going up because, like we said, it's a bunch of these fucking BlackRock. It's BlackRock. They're buying all these houses.
Buying all these houses up. I think it was kind of a conspiracy so they can take over whole cities.
So they can inflate the price if they make the demand look scarce.
Yeah,
the price is going to go up, right? If they're buying all of them, they're in turn jacking up the prices of the ones that are still available.
Yeah.
So that they can buy them, and then as they buy them, the ones they already bought, the value goes up.
Yeah.
And then they can flip them or they can Airbnb them.
Wow, that's terrible.
It's insane, right?
Yeah. Because I'm sure it's going to get eventually to where there's going to be people over there don't have big enough or steady enough jobs over there to be able to afford the cost of living over there. And even over here, too, in Santa Cruz.
And a big player in that, too, was that when COVID hit, a lot of people started working remote. So now you have a lot of people moving to places like Montana, Wyoming, and making California wages working from home 100% of the time.
Yeah.
Which is kind of unfair.
Yeah, it is.
And that's what's fucking up the wages and like the workforce and that whole thing. Is like people want more wages, but people are also being able to just move to super cheap states and still make $150,000, $200,000 a year.
Yeah.
As a director or something, working from home.
As close as Nevada. I've heard in Nevada, you can move there. Mm-hmm. If you have an $8 million house over here, you can move to Nevada and get a $1.9 million house with a pool and all the luxuries you can possibly think of.
Yeah.
And not have to pay state tax.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. There's so many like tax benefits from not living in California.
Your car being registered just one time, and it's, like once a year, and it's only one flat rate, like $40 or something like that.
Yeah.
One flat rate to register your car.
My fucking motorcycle is like $313.
Yeah, and it's electric. Mine too.
Insane.
And it's electric.
They're just like, let's just overcharge the poor people.
Yeah.
I'm
just
sick.
overcharge
so
crap out of them, and it's like, man.
I don't think we're going to, like you said, I don't think it's going to be able to be sustainable. But on the other hand, I get it because I see it's natural selection.
Yeah.
We can't be like, so old school. We don't go into trench warfare anymore. It's not like, natural selection is now wealthy versus poor.
Yeah.
Eventually the poor will just die off from famine and sickness while the rich can, segregate themselves, away from the poor and continue to thrive.
Yeah.
While the poor just die off.
Yeah.
And then the poor will start battling with each other. They'll divide and conquer, and the poor will just kill each other off.
Yeah.
That's the whole plan.
Because that's pretty much what happened over in San Jose is most of the people that originate from there are gone, either died or
live in Los Banos.
Live somewhere else, and they no longer live there. And it's all taken over by that kind of society now over there, where all the people, like there's people over there, I'm sure, that have mothers and fathers that died and left the house to them and stuff like that. And
it's
inheritance wise, and that eventually runs out.
Yeah.
And the property tax is probably skyrocketing over there right now. So they have to pay fucking $2,000 a month anyway, whether they like it or not, whether their house is paid off or not.
And that's probably what BlackRock is taking advantage of right now.
Yeah.
Like, the more we go around it, I'm like, damn, okay, so they're taking advantage of a bunch of people that got houses from inheritance, but now the properties are so inflated that they can't afford the property tax.
Yeah.
So what do they have to do? They have to sell to somebody like BlackRock, who comes in with an all-cash offer and beats a little family of four right at the last second.
Yeah.
They'll think it's in the bag, and then they'll come back and be like, sorry, you got outbid by 20 grand, and it was all-cash offer. So sad.
Yeah, sorry.
Go find another one.
Yeah.
But it's wild, because I would never want to buy a house in the Bay
They just
Area.
weed out all those poor people that got inheritances and stuff like that. They just weed them all out, take over the house, fix it all up, and then sell it to somebody rich that just wants a foothold in the San Jose area.
Well, yeah,
too,
because you also got to remember that, like, I got to assume that the rich, like the elite, they're planning 20, 30 years ahead, where poor people, even middle-class people, everyday Joes like us, we can only plan maybe, if we're lucky, a month into the future.
Yeah.
We don't know what the fuck our financials going to look like in a month.
Yeah.
I pretty much just live day by day.
Yeah.
Not going great right now, but I keep my chin up. I keep working. I, keep striving, keep dreaming.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all we can do, right?
I just don't understand. It blows me away. Where do these people get all these great paying jobs to stay here? I mean, like my friend Mark. You remember Mark? He sold his house just a couple of years ago, 3 years ago. Made, I forget what he made on $200,000-$300,000 on it, because he bought it for like $500,000, and then he ended up selling it for like $7 or $8 or something like that.
That's pretty good.
In Salinas.
Wow.
And it's like, where did the people that bought this house, where did they get the fucking money to buy that?
I'm sure.
And his house was nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just in the old school of Salinas, old house.
Just a flat, yeah.
Just a regular old house, probably like 60, maybe even 75 years old, maybe, and
it was I like the
he
garden.
made a profit off that.
Yeah.
And I want to know where these people, what kind of job they have where they needed that house so they don't have to commute.
It's a good question. And there's probably a good chance that a big firm bought it.
Yeah.
I mean,
who knows? I just blows me away. And Mark, of course, took his profit, went to Texas, got a new job over there, making more than what he was making over here. And now he took that profit and actually bought himself, like 10-acre fucking land, and with a nice house on it, a barn with a shop and everything in it, and beautiful fucking property and all that stuff. And he's living like a king now.
Sick.
And
I mean, good. Honestly, I love it in California, but here's a few things do scare me. Obviously, the price, inflation. It's such a democratic state. It's kind of sickening. But, it's really the price.
The price, yeah. The price of everything is just fucking super fucked up, man. I mean.
And earthquakes. Yeah. I really am scared about earthquakes.
I'm not too much. I'd rather be in a place that has earthquakes and a place that has tornadoes.
Yeah, it's I don't know. Yeah,
but Nevada doesn't really have any of that stuff, but it possibly has earthquakes, but there's nothing to fall on you.
Yeah, and they have a super water drought problem.
Yeah.
It's going to eventually bite them in the ass.
Yeah.
We got a special request from the hotline. You ready?
Yeah.
So in one of our comments on YouTube, a gentleman asked me to ask you to tell us a tale that involves the cops and marijuana, if you have any.
From me?
From you?
Cops and marijuana.
Did you ever, I mean, you don't have to indulge, but it was just a request from the viewers.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you. I'll tell you a good one.
Tell me.
Well, I had a friend, his name was Renee, and I had a couple other friends, Eddie and Tim Mora, and what was his name? I forget his name now. But anyway, we all used to hang out together, and we were cruising down Highway 280 one day. We were going to go to the movies.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, we had weed, and this is back in, like, I don't know, 77, 76.
Okay.
So we're going down the road, and my friend, like, he like listening to the music, and this particular song had a lot of keyboard in it.
Okay.
So he like do it on top of his roof while we're going down the road. And so we're going down the fucking 280, and we fire up this joint, and we're smoking it, and I'm passing it over to Renee, and we're passing it behind us and stuff. Meanwhile, we didn't recognize it until I looked over that there was a highway patrolman flanking us.
Oh, no.
Right next to us, looking at us as we're going down the freeway, 60, 65 miles an hour. We're smoking weed. My friend's playing fucking shit up. Lee Michaels, that's what it was, up on the fucking keyboards, up on the fucking deal there.
That's great.
So he handed the joint to me while he's playing he handed it to me like they took his hands off the steering wheel. And this cop is like livid.
Yeah.
You can see him just like,
did he have his lights on or no?
no, he didn't. He started to, he seen me looking at him. He goes, tell him to pull over, And so I was like, I fucking got the joint. I fucking threw it on the ground. I was like, Renee, he goes, what? I go, look over to the left. And he looks over and he goes, oh, fuck. He had the joint in his hand. That's right. He had the joint in his hand. He ate it and fucking pull over. And he goes, pull over. And he turned his lights and everything on. We pulled over and he takes us all out. And so first thing he asks us, got any more weed? Any more weed in the car? No. All of us said no. And then my one friend, we knew he had an ounce on him.
Uh-huh.
And we looked at him and he goes, I still got some weed. He goes, let me see it.
Oh, no.
He pulled out that ounce and he actually poured it on the ground and made us stomp it out on the ground.
Really?
He goes, that's all. I'm not going to find any more in your car. No, that's it. So he went and searched and everything, didn't find any more or anything like that. And he goes, all right. He goes, you guys better not fucking be doing that. He swore at us too.
No shit.
Yeah, he goes, don't be fucking going down the freeway doing that shit like that. What's wrong with you? And, all right, officer, we won't. He goes, all right, get out of here. And he let us go.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then I had enough nerve to ask him, me being me, I go, officer, we just bought this. Can we just like keep a little bit of it and pour the rest of it? What? He goes, don't fucking, he got all pissed off at me and he fucking poured out. Yeah, poured it out and he goes, stomp on it. I stomped on it real light. He goes, crush it. And I was like, oh man, come on, dude.
Please.
I told him like that. He's like, you were testing me right now. And so I stomped it out.
I mean, an ounce back then, that's a lot.
It was Colombian. And back then that was some shit.
I mean, hey, for
cost $50 for that ounce.
For being 1975, though, I mean, cool cop.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Especially with all the propaganda.
Highway Patrol, yeah. He just fucking stomped it out. Didn't know much about it.
Yeah.
So he didn't care. Just stomp it out, get rid of it. You know,
I'm sure.
Let us go.
I'm sure a lot of cops back then, though, thought weed was like the devil.
We were all teenagers. It wasn't like we were older men or anything.
Really?
We were teenagers. I was 17.
Just 16. Got your driver's license?
I wasn't driving. Renee was. He was already like 19 or something like that.
Okay. Damn. So he was smoking with minors.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn.
Basically,
super cool cop.
All of us were pretty much minors except for him.
Damn. Cool. Cool cop.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He didn't question us or anything. He just, first thing he asked when we got out of the car, you got any more weed?
Yeah.
And we looked at Alan. Alan Eby was his name.
Yeah.
And we looked at Alan. Alan goes, yeah, I got an ounce right here. Because we already told Alan, you better take that out of your pants. He's going to find it. He's going to take you to jail. Mm-hmm. So he already had it planned that, I'm going to tell him.
Yeah.
So we got out of the car and stuff. And, I got any more weed? Yeah. Let me see it. He pulled it out, fucking bag like that, fuck.
Yeah.
He goes, pour it out. And he poured it out in the dirt. And I was like, officer, we just bought that. You better, he got all pissed off.
Yeah. Dude,
you better back up and shut up.
I have a similar story from high school too. So yeah, we were all like 17, I think, 16. It was in the red truck, bro.
Yeah.
You can't make this shit up. We still have it out there.
Yeah, still out there.
It was me, Matt, and Shane.
Yeah.
And this is how you know we were stupid kids, right? We pull into the high school and we park in the red zone.
Yeah.
And we box the car, hot box it. We got fucking joints. Luckily, we smoked all the joint. And the only thing, so then the cops pull up. I'm like, fuck. So we act like we're asleep.
Yeah.
And they're like, bang, 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 bang. And we're not waking up. And they're like, we know you're awake. Just open the door. So we're like, fuck. So we finally open it. And we're like, sorry, man. We were just coming from our grandma's house and we were really tired. They're like, it smells like weed.
Yeah.
I was like, I swear. And then they found a can, a beer can or pop can. It wasn't a beer can. It was a soda can. You know how you pop it in and
put holes in it.
Yeah.
Make a pipe out of
They
it.
found that with a little tiny bit of residue on it. And so they had us for that, dude.
Yeah.
I shoved the bag of weed in between the seats. They tore the whole truck apart. My mom had a bunch of receipts up in the sunglass holder thing. They opened it and went all over the truck. I was like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
But we're sitting there cuffed on the curb, you know. I'm like, I'm thinking I'm going to jail.
Yeah.
Right? They get done searching and they're like, all right, well, all they found was the can. So they took that. And there really wasn't enough weed on there to charge us, right? So and they didn't find the fucking weed in between the seat.
Nice.
They just tore the truck apart.
Nice.
They didn't find that though. And so what ended up happening was they called my mom from my cell phone. I had a fucking little flip phone at the time. It was my first phone. It still had just like the green lights, and you had to like press the like 3 times to get C, and like super old school texting. But they called her and they were like, your son's an idiot. He got caught at the high school. We think he was smoking, but we can't find any marijuana. So we're going to let him drive home if that's okay with you. They let me drive home.
Oh, that's cool.
So I ended up getting to go home that night. And unfortunately, Matt and Shane, they got taken down to, I think it was juvenile hall or like just the local sheriff's station. And then they let their parents come pick them up, and they didn't get charged or anything.
Yeah.
But I got to drive home.
Yeah.
I grabbed that weed from in between the seats and fired it up.
Yeah.
You know?
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's a nice one there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But still scary, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that have had interactions with the po-po.
Yeah.
Relating to marijuana. And when you're high and then something bad happens like that and you got to interact with cops, it just puts you on such paranoia.
Oh, yeah. You're guilty no matter if you're not.
You just
now, even if they pull you over and you hadn't been smoking, right away, you're thinking, did I fucking leave anything in here from yesterday or something? You know, oh, fuck, they're going to find out. And it's going to wreck your day, and you haven't even gotten high yet.
Just when they walk up to the window, you're like, are they going to tell I'm high? Are my eyes red? Do I smell like it? Do my fingers smell? Does my car smell?
Oh, yeah.
Did I leave a baggie in there?
Yeah.
You just start.
Fuck, yeah. What did I do for them to pull me over? Is something wrong with the truck or car? Or what the fuck? You know, it's like total paranoia. Total paranoia. Well, you know, when it comes to that, I'll tell you another little story, or a little brief one. My friend Robert Silva, I'm including his last name because I want him to know who I'm talking about. All right. Robert Silva. When he was young, we grew up together, me and Robert, and he was with his other buddy at one time, and they were coming back from his brother's house, which was off a White Road. Mm-hmm. And it was late at night. They were coming home, and they were smoking a joint. What year? This was probably around the same time. 70s? Yeah, 70s. All right. And he says cops pulled him over there on White Road, White and Story. So they pulled him over, and he gets out of the car and stuff and everything. And the first thing the cop asked him, he goes, why are your eyes all red? And he goes, well, I'm tired, you know. And he goes, you been smoking weed? And he goes, oh, no, officer, no. He was all serious. And just as he said that, the cop grabbed his hand and put it up to his nose, smelled it, and said, you're a liar. Oh, no way. And my friend, he took the cop, and my friend, his eyes opened up, and he's like, oh, fuck, man. This is when they can take you to jail. You know that cop has smoked some weed before. Yeah, and he took him. He took him to jail, the poor guy. That's what I would do. Impounded his car and everything. Right away, I'd smell your fingers. Yeah, that's what he did. He goes, he wishes so badly that he might have had a little itch in his butthole at the time. Go ahead, officer, smell that. The way he said it, it was so fucking funny, man. If you look at my friend Robert, things like that happen to him. I don't know why. Weird fucking shit. I'm sorry, Robert. Yeah. One time he's coming back from the races at the Cow Palace in San Francisco. Him and his buddies, you know, they're in his panel truck. He had a really cool panel truck. Oh, I love panels. And they were smoking a joint, and his buddy was flicking ashes out as they were going along. And there was a fucking highway patrol on a motorcycle right there. The ashes were hitting him in the face. No. And the fucking cop pulls around the other side and comes around to the passenger or the driver's side and tells Robert, pull over. Pull the fuck over. And so he pulls over and throw the joint. I'm half joint. He goes, hey. He goes, you know, I smelt it. And I really wasn't going to do much about it, but your buddy here was fucking flicking ashes and never hitting me in my face.
Oh, no.
So where is the rest of the weed at? He goes, you threw the joint out back there. He goes, I want you to walk back there and get it.
Oh, no way.
It was like fucking like 8. He goes, it was like fucking 400 feet back. You know, he threw it out the window, you know, because he seen the cops. Here, Robert. Robert throws it out. And he goes, I seen the fucking joint fly out.
Did he let him go?
Yeah, he let him go and everything. But he goes, I wouldn't have pulled you over. I wouldn't have done shit if your buddy wasn't flicking ashes on me. He was pissed over that.
It sounds like cops.
Motorcycle cops.
It sounds like cops were pretty cool back then.
They were. They really didn't know much about it, and there wasn't a lot of propaganda that made it look that bad.
Mm-hmm.
And the people, like some of the cops, probably have smoked it before, and they thought, well, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to fucking endorse it that much.
Because I'll tell you what, I got my medical card when I turned 18, and I got pulled over a few times with weed, and I declared it. Because right away, like, dude, that shit was so loud. It'd be like, you could smell it.
Yeah.
And right away, they'd be like, smells like marijuana. I'd be like, yeah, I have my medical card. And this was in the new, I mean, not super new, but like, 2007, 8, 9.
Yeah, 9 up there, yeah.
Yeah. Or actually, I turned 18 in 2008. So it was like probably 2009 when I was going to college and got pulled over. Declared it. I had like a 1/4 ounce. I was like, here you go. It was, luckily, I used to always carry it in like club containers, so that they wouldn't have that on me. Be like, oh, it looks like you've just got a zip. And
and it's like an unprescription container.
I tried to make it look like a prescription. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
But it was just, my point, I don't want to, drag it out, is that it was so wild to just get pulled over with weed, show it to them, show them my prescription.
And they don't take it.
And they give it right back.
Yeah.
And just wrote me a ticket for speeding.
Yeah,
and
there you go. Yeah.
Have a nice day, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
So props to that. Props to Prop 215. Those were some fun days. Because now, I think it's honestly worse. Now you can get DUIs for driving high. Yeah,
and if there's any kind of trace of smoke inside your car, when they pull you over, they'll give you a DUI.
So I'm actually super careful these days because I try not to smoke, right before I drive somewhere.
Or even in the car itself at all.
Yeah, I don't.
That way they have no way, oh, you've been smoking. No, I just transporting it.
Yeah.
There's no smoke in here.
Yeah, no, I don't smoke in my car at all anymore.
You can check the ashtray or they don't have ashtrays.
It's just not worth it. It's not worth it to me anymore. Like, let's be real. Riding and smoking back in the day was a thing.
Yeah, it was.
Luckily, we didn't get caught.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
can't prove what you
sure
can't.
There's many people who like to drink and drive too. I mean, not drunk, but actually get a beer, get in their car, open it up, and drink it while they're driving.
Yeah,
and they can be totally not fucked up while they're doing it. But
open container,
drinking and driving, and all kinds of other shit attached to it. You know,
I mean, I know. I just got in a motorcycle accident, bro. Like being impaired while driving, you shouldn't do it.
No,
you just shouldn't do it.
No.
Because you're literally in a fucking, in a thing that's going pretty fast. Even at 35, 40 miles an hour, you could kill somebody.
Oh, yeah, easily.
Especially a motorcyclist,
You know, the impact of that, just 20 miles an hour, the impact force behind that is like jumping off a freaking 6-story building probably.
Yeah, because I was only going 35, maybe 25 even at the most, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dude pulled right out in front of me. I went from that to 0 real quick and flew about 20, 30 feet.
After that,
and bro, it was wild.
Yeah.
It was not fun. It was just, boom, over.
Yeah.
Leg fucked up. I think it's something that we need to take a little bit more serious because, smoking and driving and all that shit. Yeah.
It's like texting used to be. You used to be able to when they first had car phones, you used to be able to talk on the phone while you're driving and shit, until they figured out how dangerous it really is.
Exactly.
And how it's happened to me, texting and trying to text and drive, and you get pre-involved. You forget that you're driving.
That's not good, yeah.
And then something happens, you fuck, you want to react to the text, not to the fucking driving.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to, pick one thing and concentrate on it and do that.
Yeah, like
if you're going to text, pull over.
It only takes a half a second for you to take your eyes off the road for
half a second
bad to go wrong.
Oh, yeah, something really bad to go wrong.
Yeah, and it's like, it could happen that fast. You could be driving, and then you could just be like, that.
Yeah.
That's like not even a second. You could just reach down to grab something, or your phone could vibrate. You could look at it for a little split second, and bam!
It happened to me when I was 16 years old, And it involved smoking while driving.
Oof.
I was in my dad's brand new truck. He had a brand new Love truck, 1975 Love truck. I was like 16 years old, just got my license. I went all the way to Mountain View to my cousin's house, and I was coming back. I'm going down 237, which is kind of like an expressway. It's a freeway now, but it's kind of like an expressway. You get speeds 60 miles an hour, 65.
Yeah.
But anyway, smoking a joint. Yeah, just cruising along, had the radio on and stuff, and I'm cruising along, and oh, fuck, I dropped it. And I looked down to pick that motherfucker up and look back up. Everybody was at a complete stop. I'm still doing 65. I was like, oh, fuck. I hit the brakes, spun all the way around the 360, went into the other lane because the people seen what was happening, so they gave me room. Spun all the way around and was facing the right way. And the traffic started going again, and I started rolling right with it. And this guy fucking gave me a thumbs up, like, wow, that was cool, man.
Damn.
Fucking beeped his horn, beep, beep, right on. I didn't hit nothing, or I didn't hurt the truck. I didn't go in the dirt, nothing. It was all spin on complete 360 and right back going the way I was going. And I was like, fuck. And I had the joint back in my hand, too. And I was like, I looked at it and like,
oh, I'm going to hit that motherfucker.
I started doing it again.
Dude, you are lucky.
Yeah. Oh, man. It was brand new truck. I mean, it couldn't have had more than
See, but how
a couple
long?
100 miles on it.
How long did you take your eyes off the road, would you say?
Fuck.
Split second.
I'll show you right now. Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yep.
You know?
About 1 second or less.
Less.
Yeah.
Less
It's
than
like,
1 second.
boom.
Just a quick, brief
Yep.
like that. And fuck, everything was stopped.
Because 65 may not seem fast, but I'll tell you what, it could do some damage, bro.
Yeah.
It'll do some damage.
We were all pretty close in the beginning.
Yeah.
You know, but we were all doing 65 miles an hour. But so when I fucking look down and look up, that fucking space that I had in front of me, which was only about a car and a half, maybe 2 cars, was gone.
Oh, no.
I seen fucking nothing but brake lights and bumper, and I hit the brakes and spun around him, spun into a complete 360 in the other lane, and this kept going.
Oh, my God.
I was so fucking happy. Oh, man. And the whole time I'm fucking shaking. I had that joint in my hand. I looked down.
Wow, it looks pretty good now. Yeah.
Start fucking hitting it again, man. Fucking didn't think nothing of it.
Maybe it was a performance enhancer.
This time I'm not going to, if I drop it, fuck it. I'm just going to put it out with my foot. Just keep my eyes on the road.
Yeah, save it for later.
Yeah, fuck, man. Luckily, it didn't have carpet floor. These trucks had like metal floor with like a rubber mat.
Rubber. Yeah. Yeah, like that composite hard rubber.
That hard rubber shit. It was a truck, you know. It was a little tiny truck.
That's cool.
Fuck.
All right, Bob, we got some football to watch. This is one of my favorite days of football, to be honest, because it's championship Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Super Bowl Sunday, because I know Super Bowl is technically the championship.
Yeah.
But these are the AFC and NFC championship, and I feel like they play so hard, almost harder than when they get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Just because this is who decides who gets to go to the big show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And who knows? It's all opinion, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure they play super hard because they really want to win the Super Bowl, but I just almost feel like, you know, they're a little healthier, you know, because they got one less game under their belt. And this is it, bro.
Yeah.
It's Niners and Lions and Ravens and Chiefs.
Yeah, because once you get past this and you are in the Super Bowl, the only thing that's going to put you into extreme spotlight status is if you win that Super Bowl. So, wow. Yeah.
Yeah. But getting there is like the main goal.
Exactly.
Obviously winning it is, but I'm sure you could ask a lot of coaches, a lot of players. They're like, well, you know, we made it.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly the mindset going in there. Well, we made it this far, you know, if we win, fucking great. But if we don't, it's
at least
all right. We're
yeah.
still going to be, people are still going to notice
And
us,
at least we get the experience, right?
Yeah,
like
the experience.
There's so many coaches and so many players that don't even get a chance to go to a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is why
Exactly.
I'm so sad the Bills I really wanted them to beat the Chiefs, bro.
Yeah.
Josh Allen deserved it, man. Local guy from somewhere out, I think like by
Dos Palos out there, you know.
Somewhere out there.
by Los Panos. Out there.
He deserved it, man, because the Bills have went to the Super Bowl so many, I think 3 to 5 times or something like that. Lost them all.
Yeah. I'm
like, damn it, dude. I want him to get one.
Yeah.
He's a good quarterback.
Yeah, he is really good. Really good.
But we'll see. We'll see. I'm full Niner gang right now, baby.
Yeah.
We need him to win.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, man. I just feel like we're gonna have trouble paying everybody next year.
It depends on who we're gonna face in the Super Bowl.
I think it's going to be Niners-Ravens, but, the Lions
If
are good.
it is Niners-Ravens, then definitely Niners all the way. Fuck those Ravens.
The Ravens are good, though.
But if it's the other...
It could be Detroit.
Then I'm going to say, I don't know, man.
It's going to be... It could be...
I don't know. It's going to be like probably Detroit winning the Super Bowl because, fuck, they're
the Chiefs are good, too, though. It could be the Lions and Chiefs. It could be the Lions and the Ravens. Or it could be the Niners and Ravens or Niners and Chiefs.
Yeah.
I think Niners Chiefs could be the best chance for us to win.
Yeah.
I think the Ravens are really good.
Yeah.
I think Lamar Jackson is the best quarterback in the league.
I know, but
he's just so versatile. He can run, he can pass.
Yeah. You're right. Chiefs are getting too glamorous.
I don't like Patrick Mahomes.
I don't like the way they present themselves. You got the other guy with this, Taylor Swift is the big thing now.
Yeah.
They're too commercialized now and stuff, And it's like, I don't like the Chiefs for that.
I think the NFL is really smart, though. I think the NFL is super smart. I'm not sure if that's a real relationship or not. Again, super conspiracy. It probably is. They're probably really together. But like the NFL, to me, has definitely emerged as like the premier sport over basketball, over baseball. Like football has got a huge following from city to city. People rep their football team to represent their city more than I feel like basketball or baseball or hockey.
Yeah.
Like they're doing a great job marketing.
Yeah.
And the Chiefs probably have the biggest following now because Taylor Swift and all their Swifties, so many fans.
And they're all in the commercials.
And now they're all paying attention to the NFL. I mean, great promo.
Oh, yeah.
Great promo.
Yep.
But anyways, it is getting close to game time. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to throw on a beat. I also don't have anything to get high with. I only rolled one joint for each of us. And okay, yeah, I'm going to reach on over. Anyways.
It was the last of what I had going there. So.
All right.
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. All right, here we go. Let's roll on out. This is another beat I made. Yeah. Whoa. We got football. Go Niners. Go Niners. No whiners. Go Niners. Got no whiners. Here we go now. Gonna make it to the Super Bowl. Whoa. And I'm swimming in my fish bowl. Here we go. Got Purdy at the quarterback. Here we go. Look, yeah, I'm never looking back. Gonna get a Super Bowl ring. Gonna make it to the championship game. Here we go. No. Go with the flow.
Yo ho.
I'm running from the blue and yellow lights. Whoa. I'm running from the blue and red lights.
Lights.
Bright
Lights.
Bright lights.
Whoa.
Yeah. Get him, Bobby.
And get those lights going.
Get him going. Yeah. Wait, something's coming. I wake and bake. I wake and I bake to elevate, alleviate the stress, the hate. I wake and bake. I wake and I bake to elevate, alleviate the stress, the hate. I wake up, feel evasive. People trying to tell me how to live my life, but they're not too persuasive. They make us feel trapped like we living in some cages. Isn't there more to this life than our wages? Yeah, we work our whole life just for paper. Literally a piece of paper, a time waster. And fuck all you haters, I'ma hit the gator. Back, Jack, Herrera, in my hair. Whoa. So sticky, icky, got the gooey, ooey. Hit him, Bobby. Yeah. Come on, hummingbird. Bob is a hummingbird. Yeah. Whoa. Hey. Got it going, baby. Got the love flowing.
Why are you that way?
Yeah. I smoke Kush, baby.
Oh yeah.
No push, baby.
Got the love flowing.
Love flowing on Talk420.
Got the love
baby,
flowing.
Catch me at the motherfucking money
Got
bag.
your love flowing.
Good one, Bob.
Yeah.
This is fun.
Yeah, it is really fun.
I hope it's fun for you guys. Smoking
out.
Kush
We're out of here, man.
on a Sunday. Got football to watch.
Yeah.
Go Niners. We'll catch you next week.
You know.
And like Bob said, we're out of here. We're out of this bitch.
We're out. Peace.